Hi, my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 2 in our Antique Lace and Roses series. This is my design team project, one of the two for LineDotArrow for April of 2023. Now, when we went through the first video, we went through the kit, and then we built our folio, and then we did page 1. Now you may notice that page 1 looks different than it did when we left. I went back and finished it except for a card, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put the card in or not, or just leave the belly band there for it. So I added this card. Oh, I forgot to paper the inside. Well, that just figures. Okay, I had to paper the inside. I knew that seemed too easy. I put in the card, and then on the flip up where we had the pocket, I added the lace, and then I put a little belly band on there. I had this little scrap, and it was from when we made this pocket, so it was the exact right size. And I put a couple little tags in there, and then I put the clear acetate belly band on here. I also put the lace around here. Now, the problem I'm running into, and that I should have anticipated, I was just going to put the lace on both sides, and I thought, oh, I'll put lace all the way around. But then when you fold it up, it folds the lace, and so it doesn't, well, it's doing better. I was going to say it doesn't lay flat, but so we're going to have to address this as we go along, because there's going to be places where we want to put lace, but that it will stick into the seam, and so we're just going to have to put lace on the outsides of the pages, and then anything that's in the middle, if that makes any sense. So hopefully that's going to work out okay for us, and also that I don't run out of lace. I've got several different ones. This is this one set aside, and I've got this beautiful one. We're going to use that on the cover for sure. That looks like flowers. It's gorgeous. These are all coffee dyed, and I coffee dyed them in a cup of coffee. I've also got this set aside, but I'm not sure that it goes. It doesn't go now. I've also got some light colored eyelash trim, but I don't think that's going to go either, because we're making a folio and we can't use the pearls that I set aside. So, because I had set aside some flat back pearls, and also this bling, which would have looked pretty on here. But then, you know, you can't fold it at all when it's got that thickness on there. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm pretty sure that that is not, now how did that go? Oh, this goes this way. Oh, it got twisted. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what's going on here. So I'm just going to roll it up. Somehow the tape is on there backwards now. There we go. To hold it down. Okay, well, there you go. So anyway, something for me to look at off camera and deal with it with our folding up issue, because we don't want to not be able to fold it at all. I mean, I don't mind it being gator mouth, but you know. So this time we're going to work on pages 2, 3, and 4. If we can get to 4, we should be able to. Page 2 is fairly straightforward. This is our paper, and I've inked it. And I went back and forth on this one on how I wanted to do it. So it's going to go here. And at first I had one paper less than what I've got, and then I realized that was just one pocket. So I don't know, we may end up with one pocket. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. And I've really gotten to where I like to use acetate a lot, because you can still see the paper underneath, and you don't have to worry as much about covering up pretty paper. So this is going to go here. This is going to go on top of it like so. Only we're going to make it a little bit shorter. That's why we're not just using a piece of paper this wide. What is the deal with this? Okay. And then we're going to put this one on so that the image is, we're going to keep this image here and put a second pocket on. So let's cut this. Oh, I see what it is. It's that brown line right there. It's like an optical illusion. And we'll cut it here. So that'll go there. Then we will cut this one. I want to see where the papers, earth and flowers go. We'll cut this one here. Then let's take how much off? How much do I want it to? Or do I really need to take it off and make it smaller? See. I kind of think that looks funny. Cut a little bit more off. This is going to be more of a tuck, which is fine. Yes, that looks much better. Okay, so then we're going to take these two. We're going to line them up. This one doesn't really need it though, does it? Doesn't matter. It's my plan. And then in the center, I'm going to use this bigger one so I can make it shallow. And then on the side with the thumb grab, oh, these sleeves are going to make me crazy already, I can tell. We're going to round these corners. Just these two front ones. Now we have to ink everything. definitely going to get all 3 done. We should. Then when we put this on, well, it's going to be pretty like this. Then we're going to put lace on, but I think we're only going to put lace along this edge. If we put lace in here, it covers up our flowers, and it also messes with our thumb notch. So let's glue these on. Goodness, crash bang. Now you most certainly could do this with just a piece of paper here about this wide. Pocket goes all the way back. And I was going to make them smaller. You know, well, it won't work because it would cut the flowers off. I was going to say I could make this one smaller, but it's too late now. I've already lined up the holes too. But those are things you can think about that you would want to do maybe on yours. I just stuck my finger right in the glue. Okay. And that's going to go like that. And then we're going to put it in here. I didn't want to go too thick in this area and have the magnets not work. Which I'm not trying to like not do anything, because that's ridiculous. There's lots of things I could do to close it. Some people seem to do fine without putting closures on at all in the flip downs. I'm really not quite sure how they do that. Could be because they use a lighter weight paper than I do. Okay. Plus the advantage that is I can print this page out again, even though here's the other half of it, which is kind of like printing it out again, but I can print it out again and use it in the second half of the book if I wanted to. I've got some papers that I'm going to need to print out again anyway. I'm liking these tones of these papers, and these I'm having trouble in my mind, in my particular mind, my particular crazy little mind, putting them together. And it's probably my printer. Okay, so this one is the one I was going to originally use for the cover. Let me yeah, it's not where the line is. If I'd have just cut it in half, it would have not been wide enough. Never fear though, we're using this. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to have to measure for the height. So let's ink this. This one is like the inside of that one. We cut it shorter. So that's why we couldn't just use the height of the paper as it is. And remember, this is all a little bit smaller for all of us in the US because we lose size in order to get the entire picture. Okay. Then on this one, we are going to use acetate. And we're going to make 2 tucks. Perfect. One down either side. So let's do, how wide is that? One and a quarter. This doesn't go exactly, oh, come here, static electricity. Doesn't go all the way to the bottom, and that's fine, because we'll just move it down to where it's even from the top to the bottom. you know, the gap is even at the top and the bottom. Getting stuff stuck all over the acetate just from the static. And then all we're going to do is glue them down the sides. And then make a card that slides in and out. Oh, good grief. What am I doing with the glue? Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to put glue down that side. You can't see it that way behind your hand. Okay, then we're going to take this well, we're going to cut some off. Yeah, that should work. Oh, for goodness sakes. I don't know why I was trying to slide it. All you have to do is lift it up on either side. Oh, we forgot to put the lace on the other one. This one we can put lace, well, we can put lace on both sides because we can put the lace over the acetate. That's what we'll do. We'll use one of the laces that has the loops on both sides. Well, apparently once this tag gets in here, then we're not going to take it out again, are we? Okay. All right. Do it one more time. Okay. Lost myself in thought there. I was thinking about a TV show that I was watching. Don't ask me how my poor brain works. I don't think it functions at all. I think it just looks like it functions. So there's our card. I may have made these a little too wide. You know, that might be the problem. Then we'll take the lace. What about this lace? I think I want to just use this on the cover. Yeah, let's use this on here. Okay, so I'll put that lace on there. One here. One here. Off camera. Just glue it on. Let's put this in the book. And then I have to make cards for these. Not really sure what I thought I was doing up there. Making a book cover, I guess. So I'll glue that poor little piece of paper to Kingdom Come. Okay. I like that. Then on this one, now that seems to be holding fine. And the magnet's in the center right here, so it's going to have to hold behind or through two more pieces of paper right here. So we'll see. We don't have to worry about what we put on here. Now on here, I picked out this paper. Then I want to take this paper and I want to make 2 flaps, but let me see how that's going to work. We can't turn it upside down. Darn, because of the writing. And say if we turned it upside down and cut it this way, then they would be the same. Oh, the pattern would be upside down as well. Okay, because we need enough room to fold it under. Now, I don't necessarily want this, so, but I do need at least 1/4 of an inch on this side scored. So let's mark this about here. That means when we put this one on, cut this off there. Let me cut that part off first. What in the world? Okay. Now, all right, so let's say there's 1/4 of an inch over here. Then, in order to make it meet here, plus 1/4 of an inch, I mean, we could actually do 1/2 an inch on this side, but we want to cut it off here. I know you guys are yelling, but if they don't overlap, then how are they going to be hella close? Sorry, I know your voices don't really sound like that. They're a lot louder. Those are almost exactly the same size. Okay, so now let's get out our scoreboard. And then we've got our, oh, don't even tell me. Okay, let me put you on pause. Well, so much for that idea. When I was looking at it with the camera turned off, I realized I had cut this back paper that goes on here crooked. So I printed out another one. Then I realized that what I was going to do was not going to make them wide enough to open up and really be able to write on. So then I had to print out another one. Don't ask me how many of these little doggy pictures I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim this. And hopefully straight this time. I know it's upside down, but I want to cut it off the top, so this is the easiest way for me. Okay. Now, it's so sweet. Okay. Now let's ink this before I forget. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one paper and I'm going to make it wide enough that it's going to flip over so that the doggy's head sticks out. And these will be lined up. And I've already cut this off. It looks like it's too short. I cut it off of the other one. This is crooked. Alright, I decided I'm not printing that picture out again. I have enough dog pictures. I was going to use something I already had, and then I discovered this, which is the other half of the paper from the top. And I want it to come over this far so the dog's head is sticking out. So here's the edge of the paper. Then I want some to flip under. So I'm going to cut it here. And then for the height, I'm going to cut it here. See if I can see that. We're going to take this and put it here. Erase that little bit of pencil off of there. Alright, we're going to put it here. So I want to score it right there. I could have made it just a smidge wider, but that's okay. I just eyeballed it. And this is in Danish as far as I can tell. Whatever it is, it's very pretty. They appear to use as many zero zeros, as many O's as we do E's. Okay, so now let's round the corners off on this. We'll need to miter the corner in the back, because it looks like I folded it just a smidge crooked. Then I've decided to just go ahead and use a dot to hold it shut if we need to. And this already has the lined paper on it. I'll just put some ephemera on it. I could stamp something on it, I guess. I would want to do that before I glue it, though. So I think what I'll do is I'll put some of the ephemera that comes with the kit on the inside. It's going to look nice after all that for a simple flap. It's just not what I had in mind, but it's what it ended up being, I guess. Make sure you've got it right side up. Make sure everything's lined up. Yeah, see, we're definitely going to have to put something on there. Okay. Yep, it looks like it was folded just a smidge crooked. And these do say Velcro on them, so they are Velcro dots. Or just dots. And I want to put the white side up here, clear side down here. And that will hold that down. And when you put the lace on it, put it in the book. Oh, it looks nice against that. Okay, and then when you open it up, peekaboo, there's the little girl. Okay, perfect. But I don't think we're going to be able to put lace down both sides. I should have picked a lace. I didn't have any small enough that I could just lay flat without it sticking out, that had the scallop on both sides. So that's my bad. We'll figure it out. We always do. Don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, there we go. Now on this over here, you know what I may do? I may put the lace right here, even though we rounded the corner, and just cover the rounded corner up, because then we've got lace on it. Otherwise, I'm just going to be able to put lace up this one side, and that's just going to be ridiculous. So that's what I'll do. So I'll put lace on here, and I'll put some ephemera down here, and then we'll have this writing area. And then we won't have anything there. That'll be just an image. Could have used a magnet maybe, and then had a writing card. Okay, so I'm going to put lace here, ephemera on the inside, lace on here on both sides, lace up here, cover the inside of the pocket. And leave it like that so I remember to do it. Wow, that's glaringly white, isn't it? Okay? Alright, so that's what I'm going to do off camera to finish this section up. And then I will probably go ahead and make the card that goes in between here and here. There's a big card. When you put the tab on it, don't put the tab in the center because we've got the ribbon going around. So put the tab up or down just a little bit above the center. And then in the next video, we'll start working on this section here. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should be fine as far as time is concerned. Yeah. So that's going to be it for this video. And I will see you in the next video. That will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.